podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Bigre will look to pick it up and he'll go on here. There's two up here, Bradford. It's Bigre. He's got to make this count. It's Bigre.
Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. And later than scheduled, it's the Morecambe vs Bradford pre-match chat live on X, YouTube, Facebook and TikTok. So in today's podcast, we'll be talking about the game we played Saturday. Oh my God, my brain has gone blank. Who did we play Saturday, Lee?
Do we really have to remember?
That's it. Harrogate. We'll talk about the Harrogate game. We'll be talking about the Morecambe game. The basically news, if there's any news, the weather forecast, what's on your plate, and other bits and bobs. So let's get straight into it. Lee, what was your thoughts on the Harrogate game?
I actually wanted to say that I thought they were going to beat us 2-1. Couldn't bring myself to do it because I'm a Bradford City fan. Kind of went the way I thought it would. We were first 30, 40 minutes, first half, I would say, we were all at sea. We were still on bus. Some of them were still in bed. We were absolute pants. We got what we deserved at the end of the day because he made 3 changes at half time and we looked a little more solid. They didn't look like they were going to score another 2, but they could easily have got another 1. We just didn't really play. One of them games, bad day at the office. We were rubbish.
Yeah, we weren't very good, were we?
Nah.
Betty's tea room's beating us again.
I know.
But I'm going to say it as it is. After that game, I got absolutely slated on Twitter about what I put, and the comment were on the lines of Alexander has to get sacked. I ended up deleting the tweet because I just got too much abuse over it, but it's a free country, you can put whatever you want on.
Well, exactly right. I don't understand Alexander at all. I just don't. He seems to be an apologetics man. He's just full of it, isn't he, sometimes? And you're thinking, do you even see the same game I did?
Yeah, it was poor, and I don't think we've got a plan B, have we, really, with Harrogate?
Do we have a plan A?
There's no plan A, there's no plan B, there's no plan C. There's nothing. And I'm getting sick and tired of it.
Yeah. As you know, I've been watching Bradford City a long time. It's about time I had a rest, I think. I don't know. But it's just... I don't remember us ever being this bad. I remember us having bad games, because we've had some. But for a protracted length of time, like we're doing now, we go back through Alexander into Hughes, into Adams with a nightmare. I don't remember a period like this in Bradford's history. Really don't. Scotland.
So if we'll go on to it in a bit, actually. I'll ask you a question in a minute. So Harrogate game, we're disappointed. People on X, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching us today and listening, get your comments in for me and Lee. It looks like it's going to be a short podcast again. I do apologise. I did start late. I was munching on my phone.
Get yourselves in here on it.
Get yourselves over on...
Voice your opinion.
Voice your opinions.
That's what we're about.
Cameron can see your tweets on X. If you send over to... Basically on there, you'll find me down below. Join the space. Come and grab your microphones and just vent your stuff. We'll just see how long this lasts today. Right, but moving on to the Morecambe game. So, typically on the TNA, there's nothing like a match preview or anything on there, so it's a bit of a downer on that. So, Bradford City play Morecambe tomorrow at 7:45 live on Sky Sports Plus at the Manzoom Mobile Stadium, and the referee is Elliot Bell, and I'm hoping he is not a Bell tomorrow, like the referee who we had the other day. So, Mr. Bell, in the EFL trophies, had 2 appearances, 2 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. in League 2. He's had 2 appearances, 12 yellow cards, no second yellows, no penalties, no reds, no penalties. In the National League, he's had 3 appearances, 11 yellow cards. He's dished out 1 second yellow to send somebody off. No reds, no penalties. Even he's had a Premier League 2 game. He's had 1 appearance, 6 yellow cards, no second yellows. 1 second yellow, no penalties, and 1 penalty and no red cards. Altogether, he's had 8 appearances, 31 yellow cards. He's dished out 2 second yellow cards, no reds, and 1 penalty. So, sticking with that, Lee. Before I go back to Lee, a bit of an insight for you. So, top goal scorer for Bradford is Andy Cook with 4. He's had no assists and he's played 8 games. Jones has had 1 goal, 1 assist, and he's played 8 games. Bit of insight. Morecambe haven't scored in 8 goals in their last 5 matches. Haven't kept a clean sheet in 22 matches. Haven't won a home in their last 8 matches. So everybody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. Bradford haven't scored 7 goals in their last 5 matches. Andy Cook has created the most big chances for Bradford City with 3. And Andy Cook has the most shots on target per match for Bradford City. So, Mr. Lee, and hopefully other people have joined when I flick back over. Nope. Right. What's your thoughts on the Morecambe game?
Tailor-made for Morecambe, innit? I'm just going to go with what I think. Adams doesn't have a point to prove, really. I think it's just tailor-made for them to beat us. I remember a game against Swansea years ago. Stephen Torpey and a load of... they'd not won a game. They'd not scored a goal. They'd played against us and beat us 6-0. I hope that doesn't happen tomorrow. I really do. But I can see it happening with this team because there just doesn't seem to be anything there. They don't have any idea. The good players, they keep telling us, are they trying to brainwash us or what? They took Halliday off on Saturday, didn't they?
Yeah.
They took players off, why? Why not just revert to, make a couple of changes tactically and make it a 4-4-2? Might have made us a little bit more solid, but no. No, let's swap 3 players. Oh, that's Chinese time.
What's the number?
Oh, for God's sake, Angela.
Hang on.
I love this podcast, Lee.
0226, quickly.
We are live, and
we are live.
In the Chinese.
Yes.
What is nice Chinese, Lee? Things.
It's chicken balls and curry sauce, hopefully, and a pancake roll.
It is, Lee.
Yeah.
Live.
So you know what's on my plate.
Yeah, we know what's on Lee's plate. So.
Yeah. I just think that they all need a rocket up the rear, all of them, because they're letting themselves down, they're letting the fans down, they're letting the club down, and some of them at the moment need to start showing that they're worth the shirt. They're just not doing it, and I don't know why. Has Alexander lost the changing room, as has been suggested in some quarters? Is it time for him to go? Is he doing what he did at MK Dons? They soon got shut, didn't they? I don't like changing managers quickly, but I can't think what might be wrong down there other than they just need a rocket.
So hopefully Miss Kelly can hear us.
Hello, Kelly.
Hey up, people. How are we?
Okay, welcome to the podcast, What Everything Goes Wrong.
I thought I'd best come off TikTok before...
Oh, shit. Oh, you still there? Carly? Oh. Hello?
You muted everyone. It came up, everyone was muted.
I picked the wrong... This is horrendous. But right, so Kelly, what were your thoughts on the Harrogate game?
We just didn't turn up, did we? We just we just didn't turn up. We couldn't pass the ball. I think Andy Cook had a good game and he tried to bring us back in it, but this at the minute is just getting flawed by defenders from the opposition all the time. They're just all over him. We need two up front, not one, so that they can mess about with each other, kind of thing, and not have it on that one particular person. Because all the teams that we're playing are getting to realise that we've only got him up front like that, and they're just jumping all over him. They're pulling his shirt off his back. They're throwing him on the floor, and the refs just obviously we know what the refs are like in League Two. They're just not helping the situation, are they? And I know we can't always blame the refs because the team didn't turn up on Saturday. I'm just hoping that Graham has given him a rollicking, Adam doing the extra training ready for tomorrow night.
And Robbie, are you here?
Yeah, sorry, I was at work. I'm really busy. Yeah, Harriet game just didn't show up. Just want our day. We knew it were all going to happen. We're obviously due to his injuries and whatever, but we're going to tomorrow, which I think will be a difficult team as well to come across. Obviously, them going 2-0 down. And did they bring it back and win 3-2? Remember correctly, Morecambe? I think they got a draw. 2-2, yeah. So they've still got fighting power. Derek Adams always wants another over us, doesn't he? So we'll soon find out tomorrow.
So are you at the game tomorrow, Robbie?
I am, yeah. Hopefully it's not raining as bad as this.
And you're there, aren't you, Callie, love?
Yeah, I'm sleeping over. I'm having a night away. Yeah, the weather looks good tomorrow, actually. It's about 15 degrees tomorrow. Obviously it's dropping a bit when the sun goes down, but it's looking like quite a nice dry day tomorrow.
So with the Morecambe game, obviously Graham Alexander has currently been having a bit of a shocker. If we lose against Morecambe tomorrow, do you think his position at the club will come untenable?
Yeah, I think all the rup out people will start turning up again. Sparks out. I think it'll just kick off again. Everybody will be on their backs. But I mean, we're not that many games in, are we? Really? I think it's still a bit early to start panicking just yet. But if Graham's not doing well, they will show him the door, won't they? Eventually, they won't take it for much longer.
What about yourself, Lee and Robbie, on if we do lose tomorrow?
I think writing has to be on the door, doesn't it, really?
And Robbie, yourself? Is he busy?
Busy, isn't he?
Busy. Right, yeah, so the Morecambe game tomorrow, I think personally if we lose tomorrow, I think issues may materialise tomorrow if we do lose. So Lee, what is your score prediction for tomorrow?
I'm going to go 1-0 Morecambe. First time in my life I've ever backed against my own. Well, I'm not backing it, but you know what I mean. I've gone against my own team, but I think it's 1-0 Morecambe all day long. Maybe 2.
And we've had Big Light Towler on TikTok on about the Harrogate game. We lost the game on Saturday after 25 minutes, but Cav wasted 2 golden chances. Yes, so Callie, what's your prediction for tomorrow?
I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw, but I'm hoping against Hope. I can't stand another Derek Adams goading, because that's what he does, doesn't he? He really doesn't like Bradford. And I remember last time we played them away, he was proper goading the fans. So it would be nice to get one over Derek Adams tomorrow, and obviously get the 3 points.
Are you back, Robbie? Are you still
thing? I would love it if we beat them.
If he gets the starting, so Big Light Tower again on TikTok, if he gets the starting 11 right, we will beat Morecambe 4-0. I don't know what you've been drinking, mate, but I would love some of that stuff, what you've been drinking.
I'll have half, I don't think I can take out that strong.
So I think my heart's saying we're going to win like 2-3-0. But then my head's saying I think we're going to probably lose tomorrow because it's Derek Adams, and like you're saying, he'll goad everybody up. Robbie, you got your hand up, mate?
Yeah, I'll go with 2-0 tomorrow. I think we'll obviously bounce back from Harrogate. The little goal difference back up again, and then, yeah, let's go with 2-0. Changing the manager as well, it's too early for that. Way too early.
I agree.
I think we're back to square one if we get rid of Adams. Who's going to replace him? Someone who's obviously don't know any of the players, what we've got. And I think if you actually do want to sack someone, I think you've got to sack Sparks this time, not actually Adams.
Pete Wilder's there.
I'd agree with that. Sparks out.
If we do lose tomorrow, and obviously eventually Graham Alexander will get sacked at some point, because I don't think he's going to be here until Christmas. I know we've fluked, or what people said on social media, we fluked against MK Dons, and just basically we've just been skimping out wins and draws and probably losses and stuff, and stuff's finally caught up to us. 2 seconds. So,
got to think though how many injuries we've got. Yeah, I'm really.
You can't blame injuries. It's like I said on Twitter. You can't always blame injuries and the referee. And the linesman.
We've had, 4 defenders out in 4 games? It's probably the worst possible start out. Striking force could be a bit better, I'd agree with that, but it is what it is. You can't get rid of Dane Oliver when he's not showing anything in League 1. Nobody wants him in League 2. You got Carl Cav, what's supposed to be a superstar, what's come to Bradford, who's done naff all in the nicest way to put it. We've only got Cookie, what's actually trying to show something.
Did you end up Kelly, love? Kelly?
Is Songo playing tomorrow?
Probably, yeah, he'll probably score because he's
got to play.
It just doesn't. When you look at all the odds and all the stats, it doesn't look good for us at all, does it? But maybe we'll just rise above that and crack one in.
Yeah. So, anyone else got anything to talk about the Morecambe vs Bradford game?
I think it's going to be a bit more confident.
Yeah, I just want them to get a win. They're short of a win, they need one. I want the referees to play right in the Reds as well, because they haven't helped us at all this season. As Callie said, strikers are getting pulled all over the place, but their strikers don't seem to get even mentioned, do they? So,
and we've had a TikTok come in from Big Light Tower again. What people's thoughts on Cav?
I don't think he's consistent enough. He seems to have a bit of a couple, maybe 20 minutes of good play, and then he just drops off, doesn't he?
It's experience, I think, with him.
Yeah, he's very young, isn't he?
Yeah. And he's got a big pedigree with his dad, hasn't he? Played over 40 times for Ireland. So, he's trying to live up to something, I think, maybe. At times, I haven't liked his attitude, but we'll see.
I think, like people saying, he missed opportunities, Cav, on Saturday, golden opportunities. I know we had a couple of defenders go down injured, and I know we're losing defenders left, right and centre, and possibly will be dipping into the free agent market to bring in players to cover. But like I'm saying, if we lose tomorrow against Derek Adams, it's like you're going back to your girlfriend, innit? And then your ex-partner or whatever, and they're getting one over on you. But personally, tomorrow, if we do lose, I think Brighton will be on the wall again. Deja vu, shall we say. Is there anyone else that want to say about it? About the Morecambe Bradford game?
I think we're just going to go in positive. I think if fans go in negative, I don't think players are going positive. I think we create the atmosphere, and I think players react off that. But I think obviously if we're going there to lose, obviously players won't perform, and it'll be just a shit show again.
So, moving on to the latest Bradford City news, and surprise, surprise, there's really nothing on the TNA website, but Derek Adams speaks as Phantom's face, former boss at Morecambe. So just a snippet from the Simon Parker article. Derek Adams City fans when he waved them off after the drubbing at Morecambe last season, but the former Bantam's boss, his sarcastic post-match gesture was justified after the level of stick he had received. Adams is now in his third spell in charge of the Shrimps as he prepares for tomorrow's reunion on the West Coast. Asked if he regrets the way he reacted last season, he told the TNA, "Not when you have the abuse that you get from your supporters. I didn't ask for it. It was given, and I don't think it's correct. It shouldn't be tolerated." And I can't speak today like normal. It's now been 2.5 years since Adam was sacked after 31 league games at Valley Parade in the hot seat. He buried the hatchet with Chief Executive Ryan Sparks, but still feels City were wrong to get rid of him so soon. So I'm not going to bore everybody with that. So what's everyone's thoughts on that little snippet there I just read out?
And that is exactly why the fans don't like him, because he's an arrogant so-and-so, I won't swear. He just thinks he's bigger than any club that he manages, and he's really not. He hasn't got a good record, has he? At all. I can't stand him. I proper hate the man. He was stubborn and selfish when he managed our club, and he nearly drove us into National League, didn't he?
Do I need to bring my E-defenders tomorrow, Callie?
Yeah. Am I actually going to be anywhere near him?
I don't know if you don't get sent a 3-year ban, do you?
No, absolutely not.
What about yourself, Lee? What's your thoughts on that TNA article? I know I didn't want to bore people alive.
I'm with Callie on it. I just think the man's arrogant, absolutely ignorant, because he doesn't listen. He doesn't seem to take notice of anything that's going on around him, and there's only him that matters, and I've never liked people like that in life, never mind as a manager. Manager of Bradford City.
What about yourself, Robbie?
Yeah, fair enough. Didn't ask for the abuse last year. Obviously, only beat us 3-0. But the thing is with Bradford fans, obviously, we don't forget. Obviously, he didn't do his job at ours. Obviously, we give him a bit of grief. So it is what it is. It's football. It's banter. Get on with it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He's one of them people where he just doesn't forget. Like, if you wind him up once, he'll say the same story 10 years down the line. But yeah, like Callie said, he's not big enough for any other clubs. Morecambe are probably his easy option to go to. He didn't enjoy Scottish League. I think every interview I saw in Scottish League were an excuse why he lost. But yeah, I think Morecambe's probably the limit for him.
He never owns his decisions, does he? He never did that when he managed us.
No.
He never said, "Yeah, sorry, I'm holding my hands up. I'm in the wrong." He never ever did that. And obviously, Graham Alexander does that. He does say, "Yeah, I got that wrong." Like example, the Notts County game away when we got smashed 4-2. I think it was only his second game in charge, and he did come out and say, "Yeah, I got that completely wrong." But it is what it is. We can't win every single game. It would be nice if we did, but as long as the players put in the shift and actually try to win the game, then the fans don't mind as much. Yeah, it's horrible losing, but as long as they've put that passion into that game and want to wear that shirt and win in that shirt, you can't mock them, can you?
No. That's one thing with Alexander. He does try and put it right.
Yeah, he does. He does, absolutely.
But Callie, with Alexander, I know you work for that well-known supermarket, but if you go in that well-known supermarket every day or every week you go in or whenever, and you start blaming, "Oh, I didn't do that tag because I slipped on the floor," or "My tagger thing machine wasn't working." It's like he seems to be blaming everybody else except him. Like blaming referee and linesman the other day, and then blaming the ref, linesman, and everything. He just keeps using the same excuse over and over, and it doesn't seem to wash. And I know, obviously, I put that tweet out on Twitter the other day, or formerly X, and I got absolutely ridiculed. I had to actually delete my comment because I'm getting too much abuse. But people put it out.
Yeah, that's why I said about having just Andy Cook up front on his own. I've never liked that formation. I mean, yeah, it works sometimes, but he has to look. We'll have a really good game. I think who did we beat? MK Dons. And then did he put the same team out? I can't remember which game it was, but he put exactly the same team out straight after that, coming off that win. which was but it wasn't the right team for the next opponents, and I think that's where he gets it wrong a little bit.
So to put you all on the spot, if we lose tomorrow against Morecambe, would you sack, if you're in charge of Bradford, would you sack Graham Alexander?
No, I wouldn't.
No,
I think
I
he
don't
needs
know.
at least another 6, maybe 8 games.
I think it is probably longer. No, I wouldn't sack him either.
I think if you sack him, you're stupid.
Yeah, exactly right.
In the nice way to put it. You obviously don't know football. You don't know how long it takes to actually evolve his players. I'd probably give him end of the season. I'll give him a full season. If he hasn't done anything, then fair enough. But yeah, I don't think sacking the managers is the option. I think you've got to go a bit higher than him, a lot higher than him, to Ryan Sparks. Because you've got to think about it. You sack Graham Alexander, who's going to find our new manager? It's Ryan Sparks again. And you've seen what he's brought in. You know it's not good enough, so it's just going to be back to square one. And then fans are going to get on the next manager's back, and it's going to be all over again. 6, 7, 8, 9 years more in League Two.
But coming back to, can I just mention about the refs again? The last 4 days, God's sake.
4 games.
The last 4 games, they have been really, really bad, haven't they? They've been like Drysdale's kind of form.
They've made Drysdale look good.
They have. And I don't get, we got fined, didn't we, when they had that bit of a scrap on the pitch near the end of the game at home. And we got fined, the club got fined, didn't they, £10,000? I think Wimbledon did as well. But if they're actually if the FA are fining players like that, well, yeah, it's wrong, you shouldn't do it. But why are these refs getting away with it day in, day out? And the bad decisions that they're making, and then the refs are coming out at the end of the bad decisions. Some of them do, some of them don't. And then they'll own up and they'll say, yeah, I got that wrong. And they're actually saying, yeah, we got it wrong. So why, if I were in charge at FA, I'd fine them, I'd give them red cards and not be able to referee again for, say, 3 games.
Well,
They've been short.
Assessors supposed to do. Yeah, I get that, but that referee lost that game.
Yeah.
He totally lost it.
The thing is, though,
it was his fault that the players had that much frustration in them to have a goal like they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you look at games like that, and we played shite. We hadn't deserved to win. We hadn't deserved to get a point. AFC Wimbledon, we were lucky to get a point out of that. Even without the ref, we were absolutely lucky. The goal offside, which obviously we're lucky. The double post, which obviously I swallowed my breath about 3 times when it was going over the line. But it's games like that where we should be burying. We're playing absolute shite. That's without the ref and the linesman. We should be going 1, 2, 3-0 up and then complaining about the ref if it doesn't go our way.
Yeah.
So we've had a couple of, basically, my Twitter, YouTube's just gone off the hook a little bit with the would you sack Graham Alexander. So we've had Dan on YouTube who's put no. And then just having a quick butchers through TikTok, we've got George said sack him. And then we've had XXJoel WFC on TikTok, swings in roundabouts with referees. And we've had Dan again on YouTube. We are the League 2 Man United. Can't go that bad, mate, but... Right, so is there anything else anyone want to talk about? The Graham Alexander, the Morecambe game, or not like that?
I think one thing I'd say down at Valley Parade, maybe you need to look to some of the youth players that seem to be doing well and start maybe giving a few more younger players a bit of a chance. We've got a deficit in defence for sure.
I think he's looking at the free agent market on that, Lee.
Yeah, he is. But what you're going to get? Called Dad's Army's team again, like we did in Premier.
Get Darren Moore back. Get him back in defence.
Yeah, no messing there.
That's what we need, players like him, don't we? Because they don't take no shit off nobody.
No. Kamada in midfield.
So does anybody, starting with Lee, do you want to shout about anything, Lee?
No, I just think that, there is a point this season. The FA's got to look at these referees because they're just not up to job. They're just not, there's a shortage. Well, not every Premier League referee has a game. Not every Championship referee has a game that particular Saturday for whatever reason. Why not bring some of them down and let them, referee a second division game, a first division game. There's ways and means round situations. Who wants to come and referee second division? I wouldn't want to do it. Got to be honest.
Okay. Back to your comment, Callie, about bringing Darren Moore back. Someone said bring back Tony McMahon. Dan on YouTube.
Yeah, he were another legend, wasn't he? He didn't take any crap off anybody either. We need tougher. I think we just need tougher players. But you've got. I mean, like I think Lee said earlier, Andy Cook he got stood on. He got his shirt nearly ripped off his back. He got through on floor at one point.
He even got tripped by Richard Lewis as well.
Yeah. But then when we do it to that's how it feels sometimes. When then we do it to their strikers, we get yellow card, like Jamie Walker, because he's a good player. Jamie Walker is like a Rottweiler. He gets stuck in. But then they end up with yellow cards and then eventually a red card and then they miss games. And that's like a rolling log, isn't it, for us?
So before we get to Robbie, this is a question to all of you. We've had XX Joel WFC, who is a Walsall fan. So refs not up to it when the decisions are not going your way. What's your thoughts on that, guys and girls?
When has any decision this season gone our way?
Is he just going by the Bradford Walsall game, or is he going by in general?
I think he is.
In general.
If you're going by I'll go by both actually. So the Walsall Bradford, we played shite.
We did.
We played absolute rubbish. You're probably the better team, for about 70 minutes of the game. 20 minutes we actually piped up a little bit. But yeah, you deserve that win. We played absolute crap. Referees overall, you pay for what you get. They're probably on minimum wage, probably, the refs. We deserve what we get. We don't play up to scratch as we are. We think we're probably bigger than League 2. I don't think we are. I think we're probably about 5 or 6 years still off of League 1. But I think you just pay for what you get. We turn up, we don't turn up. It's how it is. It's Mr. Consistent, as Brad Halliday is. He ain't shown up yet. I think probably the best player for me is actually Jamie Walker, like Callie said, who's running around like an headless chicken, getting 7, 8 yellows. But the thing is, why can't all other 10 players be like that? They're all getting paid roughly around about the same wage.
So we've had George on TikTok. We are going on about referees. We cannot blame them for bad recruitment and poor management. So, what's your thought on that, guys?
I wonder where referees had a say in who we had as a manager, to be perfectly honest. But we all go to games, we all see games one way or another. We all see how good, bad, indifferent the referees are. And everybody's saying the same thing. This season, the referees are the worst I think we've ever seen. There's just nothing there.
Thing is, we've had
any of them.
We've had some refs where we think, oh my god, that should have been their free kick, and we've laughed.
Oh yeah,
but
that happens in football 50-50. Anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's easily 50-50 where we've got the game and think, how the hell have we won that? That ref were actually brilliant. It might not have been this season, it might have been last season. Maybe an extra 4 games last season, what actually helped him to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, but the thing is, with referees, just to finish off on referees, they've been crap for both sides. It's what we do as a team that is letting us down, because we're not taking. Do they even teach him how to play a referee? When I was playing, he used to, we've got so and so. You knew how to play him, you know.
It just it hurts. It were like, I think it was the Walsall game, and we had a really bad foul on one of our players, and the ref didn't give it, and then they scored from that free kick, right from the other end of the pitch. Do you know what I mean?
From a foul that should have been on our player.
Yeah.
So before we move on from the refs, and I don't know if any of you've seen the headlines recently with the Norwich game, and the ball describing, I think they were just coming down the wing, and he's like turned to face the goal, but he's gone past like the line, and the linesman was right in front of him, and the linesman did not see it go over the line, and it crossed it in, and it headed it into back of net, and I think they won the game with it. So it's just not us who's getting bad decisions, though.
The thing is, linesman's probably waiting. He's probably just looking for the offside, mostly. That's what I'd be looking at if I was a linesman. I'd be looking for the offside and stuff like that.
So we've had Joel again on TikTok. Graham's Alexander's post-match interview against us, Walsall, was embarrassing. Deflecting the blame. He argued Cook never got anything, yet Matt got given everything. So, this is Joel's on about referees and basically Alexander's post-match. So Lee, Callie and Robbie, before we do move on, so Graham Alexander, I know we've touched on a little bit saying would you sack him, but do you think he's starting to lose it a little bit? Do you think pressure is starting to get to him with these post-match comments?
He doesn't seem to be his usual confident self, does he? So I wonder what's actually going off in boardroom above him, because that would make any manager start to, wonder.
Exactly, I was about to finish that off as well.
Yeah.
There's only so much a manager can say in the press conference about digging at a player, what you probably know and performed that day.
Yeah, I get the feeling that he's being gagged in some ways on certain
you
things.
can't say anything about the higher what's above you, or you're just going to get sacked anyway, or fined or whatever. You can only say it roughly as what you can see. You can't say, these played shit all day, all game.
He's having to be a diplomat.
You can't word them out and say how it is.
He's having to be diplomatic about everything, isn't he? So I just worry about that because, Spark.
2 seconds.
Useless.
It's
not my Chinese, is it?
But yeah, Graham knows it's not going his way. He knows I won't say his time's running out, but he knows it's not the best start he always wanted. Obviously, injuries haven't gone his way. Refs are absolutely awful as normal, but the way we've been playing, we deserve League Two. I can't fault it.
I can't eat that.
But here's a question. I haven't seen Ryan Sparks either pop up with the letting the fan base know what the updates and everything, injuries and whatever.
They've been very quiet again, haven't they?
Yeah, we said it a few weeks ago, didn't we?
Right saying
There's no communication coming from above at all.
Well, I'm back. Right, so I've just caught last part of that. I don't think that my doorbell went off, or either that or I'm hearing things, or Lee's doorbell's gone off again. Like mine. So, Bradford City Independent Supporters Board.
Oh.
When's that guy going to make a reappearance again? He seems to have disappeared. And if anyone's heard anything.
He only pops up when we're playing really, really badly and we've lost like 6 games on the trot. He'll suddenly pop up again.
But do you think we need someone like that, Callie, to kick the team up the arse again like he did with the protest?
No, because I don't think it proves anything. Chucking a few tennis balls on the pitch and stuff like that, I don't think it proves anything. It's this thing that we keep talking about that is going on behind the scenes that none of the fans know.
I'm going to ask the question that I know other people have thought the same thing. Was he actually a City fan?
Yeah, he was. He was.
Really? People know him?
I shout out event about anything?
Don't think we've covered it all, mate, if I'm honest. I just think at the moment we're on a bad run of form. We're on a bad run of confidence because some of them don't look confident at all. Some of them don't even look like they've seen a football before, let alone played football. We just need to, as fans, get behind them and let them know we're not going anywhere. End of.
Alec?
Could I just ask a quick question? Because I'm a bit out of sorts because I've just been working so many hours. All these defenders that we have got out with injuries, what are we looking at time-wise for them?
I think they're out for quite a bit, aren't there? Some of them. I know Adams, I don't know if he's a midfielder or a defender. He's
got surgery onto
ACL injury, he's gone.
I think Burns out roughly for about another 2 weeks. Baldwin probably another week.
Oh, so it's not.
Kelly's
not
probably
like
out for about
major.
another 4.
Yeah.
So, Robbie, you want to chat about anything? That silence is new. Right.
Can I just?
No, it's probably Lee said. Just getting supportive, getting behind him. It's early days. It's 8 games in. Just think about it. 2 more wins and we're back up in top 4 easily.
Yeah, there's not much
be so
point. It's still early days, isn't it? It's still early.
It's like if we lose 3 games in a row now, what happens? Everyone just spit the dummy out and then go wild again.
So, Robbie, shout about anything? Right, okay, move on. Right, tomorrow's weather forecast. The sun will rise at 14 minutes past 7 tomorrow, and they'll set at 18:46 p.m. It's going to be about 11 degrees with a bit of rain tomorrow, and a bit cloudy, so you do need to take your big coats with you. And that's it. Right. What's on your plate, Lee?
Well, right now, nothing. I've had it. I had chicken balls. It was supposed to be sweet and sour, but being diabetic, I asked curry sauce instead. So, a pancake roll. Job done.
Miss Gallet?
I've not had anything yet. I'm hoping my lovely daughter is going to pick me up a pizza on her way home from work.
Any particular pizza, or just be a boring, cheesy plain
no,
pizza?
I've got a favourite one at the minute. It's the honey barbecue salami.
Okay. Right. On that note, sorry for the bit of poor podcasting from today, a bit lateness, and just generally not a few people in, but not a few, but hopefully we'll sort that out in coming days. We'll return again Friday coming at 6 o'clock, where we're talking about Monday's game against Newport Watts at Valley Parade. So hope you've enjoyed yourself, TikTok and stuff like that. Thank you for coming along, TikTok, YouTube and other people. If you like what you're hearing, Bradford City Chickens on the Loose on our podcast services, Chickens on the Loose on YouTube and Twitter and on X. Give us a follow. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
At your job, do you ever have to deal with a nose roller? How about a snub pulley? Well, if you're installing a new conveyor belt system, dealing with the different components can sound like you're speaking a foreign language. Luckily, you've got a team ready to help. Grainger's technical product specialists are fluent in maintenance, repair, and operations. So whenever you want to talk shop, just reach out. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.